Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness could have had a different and still exciting feel when Strange finds himself in front of the Illuminati. I assume you've watched the movie if you're watching this video. So, what heroes we got as a part of the Illuminati were Professor X, Reed Richards, Captain Carter, Captain Marvel, and Black Bolt. But who we could have gotten, depicted in an original storyboard of the movie, was an Iron Man variant, Captain Carter, Captain Marvel, and Balder the Brave. That would have changed the complexion up quite a bit. Quickly, a storyboard is a graphic representation of how a movie will unfold, shot by shot. It's made up of a number of squares with illustrations or pictures representing each shot, with notes about what's going on in the scene and what's being said in the script during that shot. Who knows if Professor X would have still made an appearance, but the idea they went with to include two important mutants and the leader of the Fantastic Four to introduce those two areas of Marvel into the MCU was well done. Let's dive into the creative choice not to have Balder and Iron Man in the movie. If you're new to this channel and want to see more, hit that subscribe button, and any likes and comments help out the algorithm and are appreciated. Let's get back to the video. Balder the Brave is the biggest unknown here, so we'll start with him. There's one clear reason why he was inevitably taken out, and I'll get to that after explaining his origin and why Marvel would even consider him to be part of the Illuminati. Balder is known as a natural, charismatic leader and has led his people in countless campaigns. He is a Norse god of light and is the son of Odin and Frigga. The prophecy said that his death would bring upon Ragnarok, so he was made invulnerable to everything except mistletoe. That was, of course, used against him. He's able to emit light, has superhuman strength, endurance, and longevity. Balder is more connected to Thor and Loki than anyone, and if he wasn't going to be brought into any later movies, it would have been less meaningful than mutants or a Fantastic Four member. The main reason why Balder the Brave doesn't make it into the movie is because that entire great scene where the Scarlet Witch tears through the Illuminati would have been difficult if she didn't have mistletoe to kill Balder. Instead, the Scarlet Witch was able to easily take everyone out one by one, and it really emphasized her power. But speaking of the Illuminati, the notable members listed are Black Bolt, Doctor Strange, Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic, Namor, Professor X, and Black Panther. It, of course, was a bad time to have Black Panther or even a variant of him appear in the movie, as it hadn't been revealed who the next Black Panther was yet. As for Namor, he was introduced in Black Panther as well. Doctor Strange was a part of the Illuminati on that Earth, but he had already died. Black Bolt and Mr. Fantastic should have been there as they were, but I believe adding in Captain Carter and a Captain Marvel variant was to add to the team and make the feat of the Scarlet Witch killing them more impressive, as well as make the experience a little more exciting for people watching. Professor X should have been there and is depicted as the leader of sorts. He was in the center of their formation, which generally indicates they are the most important. He is also the oldest with the most knowledge. But Balder was definitely a backup plan to be in that role if they couldn't get Patrick Stewart. Professor X's scene in Wanda's mind made sense for the theme of the movie anyways. Now, Iron Man would have been an interesting one. There were rumors that Superior Iron Man was going to appear in the movie and it was going to be played by Tom Cruise. Whether or not Marvel even had him as an actor playing a variant of Iron Man in mind, Iron Man was definitely in the plans. He has always been a big part of the Illuminati in the comics, so it would have made sense to include him over one of Captain Carter or Captain Marvel. I would have taken the Captain Marvel variant out, as Captain Carter has more meaning to the MCU, being in What If. So if the version of the Illuminati that was depicted in the storyboard made it to the movie, that means we would have still been speculating who would be Mr. Fantastic. Funny enough, we still are, and it seemed to be a one-off for John Krasinski. There also wouldn't have been as clear of a path to mutants being slowly brought into the MCU, despite a few instances. But having two of the most important mutants appear at the same time was a big step. I don't agree with the choice not to keep Iron Man in the movie, any variant of him, since he's a key member of the Illuminati. But in the end, removing Balder from their plans was the right move. That Scarlet Witch versus the Illuminati scene is highly talked about and remembered, and would have either had to have a non-invulnerable Balder or break up the flow in order to kill him. What do you think Marvel should have done with the Illuminati? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe for more every week.